Good morning from Paris. Yesterday we finally made it to our 35th country together, and we're spending the entire next 7 days here. Even though people have told us that might be too long, we're not entirely convinced yet. And even though we plan to see all the top major sites here in Paris, we've also got a few hidden gems that we're hoping to show you to truly find out if 1 week here in Paris is too long or really just the perfect amount of time. The chocolate one's actually Tyler's, but I stole a bite.
Yeah, what? I didn't even notice that till right now.
Our first stop today is the Arc de Triomphe. It's so beautiful. This roundabout is huge, and today's kind of our visit all the top sites in Paris day.
It reminds me of the one we went to in Laos.
So you can get online reservations for the free tickets. It's free for anyone, but they sell out super quickly and they only open 2 days in advance. So we figured while we're in the area, we're going to at least visit. And honestly, the line's moving super quick, so I don't think it'll take us too long.
No, I actually think we'll get into it.
That was by far the busiest and probably the most photographed church we've ever been to.
It was so cool though, I enjoyed it.
We kind of accidentally visited on a Sunday, so they were actually having mass in there during our visit, which was really cool to see.
Never heard a French mass.
My best tip is if you're planning to visit the cathedral, definitely go early because we're only in line for about 5 minutes. This whole area is full of different little souvenir shops, little bakeries, so we got some baguettes. We're having lunch right here on the bleachers. We've got a great view of the cathedral. It's a perfect little stop on our adventures today. After a very quick stop at the Pantheon, Tyler and I decided to make our way to the Grand Mosque of Paris. We've heard that it's absolutely beautiful. Entry for tourists is only €3 too, so definitely in the budget. Tyler and I made our way to the Jardin de Luxembourg. No. The Gardens of Luxembourg. We got some ice cream.
We're gonna see if the scale works. I don't want to move. I'm only 60 kilograms. I don't even know how much that is.
Hey, what are you doing? We don't get sunshine in Alaska.
No, we don't.
Our last and final stop of the day is at the catacombs.
They gave us these handy dandy things that will tell us the story.
Apparently it's about 100 steps down to actually get to where the catacombs start.
And I just learned it's below all the drinking water, the sewer of all of Paris. Now we're in a whole new world, it says.
Tyler, the tour guide, is back.
It says to watch your head, because these were built to stabilize the buildings above ground, so they have uneven floor and ceilings.
I don't need to watch my head.
So this tells you what wall it is and who inspected the quarry. So I found out why there's a lot of bones down here. It's because the cemeteries were crowded and they needed a place to put the bones. And they couldn't be too close to people because that was considered unholy. They had to fill the holes that they were taking the limestone out of anyways, so they ended up putting the bones underground where they took the limestone from.
Now we gotta go back up a 100 something stairs.
Oh no.
So you probably noticed that Tyler and I actually missed 2 of the top sites here in Paris today, but we're saving them for tomorrow. You can actually enter the outside area of underneath the Eiffel Tower for free, but if you want to go up like we are, you have to get a ticket. And even though we originally wanted the second floor tickets because they're a lot cheaper, the only ones left by the time we looked were the ones all the way up on the top floor.
Are you ready? I'm excited. Top, right?
Sure. For sure.
It's scary. Are your knees shaking like mine?
Yes. Oh my gosh. This is so scary. Holy moly. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nauseous now. Wow. Are we going up?
We're going up.
Oh my gosh, my legs! My legs are so shaky. Oh my gosh.
How you doing?
Not good. That's our cue.
Oh my gosh, this guy's freaking me out.
I could never.
Oh, right there. He's good. That's so cute.
Okay. So you get a bit more.
Oh. We're drinking them up. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
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 Oh, I hit your finger.
Cheers. This is probably the fanciest food juice I've ever felt.
No one else has champagne. Pee in the Eiffel Tower? Check.
I've never done that.
Tyler and I found our Airbnb. It's like right in that park.
So,
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready. Are you?
Yeah. I guess we gotta give other people time.
Should we go to the second floor?
Yeah.
Deborah's gonna go down to the first floor with you. You ready? You can take the elevator.
No, I'm ready. I'm more scared of slipping. I will say going down is definitely the way to do it. The people coming up look like they're dying. Don't look down. Kind of scary. Now my legs are shaking again. So we were thinking about getting some lunch at the first floor restaurant, but it was about 50 euro a person. So we're skipping that to show you one of the other most famous spots here in Paris.
We made it into the Louvre.
Are you impressed?
I am. I didn't know if we would. Crazy.
First impressions are that it is very chaotic here in the museum.
My first stop, most famous artwork of all time, Mona Lisa.
They even have signs for it. So crowded, everyone's pushing and no one moves. Cool to see though. All right, now that we're actually done with that, we can enjoy the museum. They actually, I think, ended up shutting down entry into that wing of the museum. So Tyler and I exited. It was a bit too much for us, and we got a little snack. Oh, so soft. Alright, you could have easily spent the entire day, if not multiple days, exploring the museum. Each wing is absolutely gigantic, and even though there's maps for everyone, it is super overwhelming if you go in alone, especially on your first visit. So if you want to make the most of it, I would recommend booking a tour. Good morning from the Palace of Versailles. Tyler and I made our way here pretty early this morning. Lucky for us, the train tickets were only €2.50 each. I would recommend getting your tickets as early in advance as you can. This place is already packed. The lines are incredibly long, and even though we had online reservations, we still waited in line for about an hour. From what we've heard, a visit to Versailles is typically a full day experience. So even though it's crowded, we're gonna make the best of it, enjoy our time here, and explore as much as we can.
I found the Hall of Mirrors.
Wow. This is the one place I've really wanted to see here in the palace, so now we're good. It is really beautiful though.
It is.
We're already getting pooped out, so Tyler and I decided to stop at their little cafe here, get some food to go, and fuel up before we keep exploring and head outside to the gardens. So I convinced Tyler to get on the mini train with me to explore a bit more of the gardens. It's pretty chilly today, so I figured this was the best way to see all that we can with as little walking as possible.
After like 20 minutes.
Took a while to fill up the mini train. The train brought us to the Grand Canal. We can get off, explore for a bit, and then we can take the train back so we don't have to walk.
Never wanted to stop at the gold things in the river.
The fountain?
The fountain. Except it's not fountain anymore.
So we had originally planned to end our day at Versailles, but we figured there's just too much to do in Paris, so we spontaneously decided to add on a dinner river cruise. And we were super lucky and got a window seat. Now we can't exactly read the menu, but from what we've gathered, we're starting with a pumpkin soup. Our main course is going to be a fish dish for Tyler and a chicken dish for me. And we're ending with a white chocolate mousse for dessert.
It is fun, like being able to go by the Eiffel Tower.
This is actually insane. The views of the Eiffel Tower are so good right now. We got our bread. No plate. Oh, it's warm though.
It is?
Yeah, it's really warm. So I'm gonna take a bite of your chicken.
Yeah, take a bite of my fish.
I think I ate an onion.
Deborah doesn't like onions.
No, I don't.
All the food tonight has a very good flavor. I'm impressed. We just got done with our dessert and we went right back to the Eiffel Tower. So we had to come on top to get a good view.
The best view.
It was definitely the best view.
We are kicking things off today with a stop at Philippe Contessini. And the reason that we're here is because they make Paris's biggest croissants and chocolate croissants. So we had to try them. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Deborah, that's as big as your head.
I'm so excited to try this. This has been like at the top of my Paris bucket list for forever. We have to get a picture. I don't even know how to cut it.
Let's see this, Deborah. Oh my gosh.
It's huge. Is it as good as a regular size croissant?
It's actually pretty good for how big it is.
I want the chocolate bit. It's as good as a regular croissant. Massive. This is like my life goal. All right, Tyler, worth it?
It is. It's delicious. I'm gonna have to carry this around all day because
Yeah, we got a little bit left. Welcome to Montmartre, one of the busiest and most popular neighborhoods to visit in Paris. After making our way up to the Basilica, we decided to just spend the rest of our day exploring. We've gotten all of our souvenirs, we hiked a ton of stairs.
More stairs.
And we stopped to get this fantastic raclette sandwich with all the gooey melted cheese on it. Should I cut it in half or do I get the whole sandwich?
No, you did not get the whole sandwich.
So gooey!
Melt in your mouth.
It's one of the best sandwiches I've ever had.
I love cheese. It has so much cheese on it.
Our last and final stop in this area of Paris was, of course, Moulin Rouge. Even though we're not going in because tickets were way out of our budget, it's at least pretty cool to see it. I feel like when you're in Paris, you have to at least make a stop. Ouch.
Watch out, Deborah. Kind of underwhelming. It's just like a regular building with Moulin Rouge on top of it.
With lots of bikers.
Lots of bikers around here. There's a lot of people around this area.
We've made our way to Angelina, one of the most popular places here in Paris, due to their hot chocolate. We waited in line for about 45 minutes and we're here to find out if their hot chocolate is actually worth the hype. Merci. It's all so cute.
Pure hot chocolate.
It's pure chocolate. Very rich. Definitely hot chocolate. Literally. Is the white one good? Worth the wait? Should I put all of it?
Yeah. Or, yeah.
Well, too late now. I like it better with whipped cream. It's like the richest hot chocolate I've ever had. No, it's like...
Uh-huh.
Was the hot chocolate worth it?
It was worth it, but once and done, it is like drinking pure liquid chocolate.
Today, we're exploring Disneyland Paris. Now, to be honest, not everyone is going to be interested in this, so we're just going to give you a quick little roundup, and if you want to see our whole experience, you can watch this video up here. After getting in super exhausted and pretty late last night from Disneyland, we decided to jump in a van and head out to the middle of nowhere in France. Okay, let me reword that. We're actually visiting the Champagne region. We took a little tour van out about 2 hours to this super small town.
It's all champagne. Champagne, 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 tennis, champagne.
And we've already learned the two most important things about champagne. One is that unless it comes from this region of France, they actually call it sparkling wine. And the second is that champagne is actually fermented twice. Once to make it into wine and twice to add the bubbles. So far, we've learned about the entire process of making champagne, from how they choose to pick the grapes, how they harvest them, how they press them, how they bottle them. And from what we've learned, it's all a very, very regulated process here in this Champagne region of France.
Now the best part, we get to go taste it.
When you serve the wine, there is always 6 half turns, always.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So this is a pure Meunier, very fruity, very expressive, and when you think about it, there is no aftertaste.
So all three of the wines we're tasting today are 100% grape, which is special to this region. It's also best paired with smoked salmon. So for all our Alaska friends, this is the one for you.
Pure Meunier again and brut again, that's different. I've told you, same grape, 3 different chocolates.
Bubbly. Like this one. I think the craziest part about that tour, though, is that this is the smaller of the two houses we're visiting. They produce less than 1 million bottles of champagne a year, and the other one we'll be visiting, they produce about over 30 million bottles a year, which is crazy. So we've stopped in the city of Épernay for lunch, and our guide was telling us that towns in France have this rating system of flowers that depict how beautiful they are. And the city of Épernay has 4, which means it's really, really beautiful.
And so far it is. In the middle one?
Sorry, chickens, yeah.
Yep. And the pork?
Should have pork, yes.
First one.
Hey, crispy.
That was definitely one of the fanciest places Tyler and I have ever eaten. I had actual anchovies and the most amazing fish for my main course. What did you think, Tyler?
It was very interesting. I had like deer, which was like sausage.
Deer tartare.
Yeah.
Something.
I don't know. And then the pork, which was actually super delicious.
Desserts were also fantastic.
I had like a pear, which was so good.
But apparently we have about 20 extra minutes, so we're gonna go check out the cathedral nearby. So we are currently visiting the largest producer of champagne here. They have over 28 kilometers of underground cellars that spans 3 different levels, and all of these were hand carved by the family, which took over 200 years. So pretty crazy to see this and compare it to the house we visited earlier today.
The last time I'll be mentioning Napoleon Bonaparte is now. But this was a gift from him to the family.
So many bottles of champagne.
It goes on forever.
Toast. So thank you for coming. Cheers.
I will say the wines here are quite a bit sweeter than the other house we went to. Still good though. Tyler, you're not allowed to break anything.
I'm gonna stay in the middle.
So the Champagne house we just visited is a sister company of Dom Perignon, and we made a quick pit stop after our tour to the actual church and a place where he lived.
It's pretty cool.
Tyler. They actually have a room here dedicated to Joan of Arc and actual furniture that she sat on. I can't believe we just saw that. That's insane.
Deborah's very excited.
Made our way to a beautiful overlook We're gonna enjoy one more glass of champagne before heading back to Paris. Cheers.
Cheers.
We can see it all in the label, so it's it's brewed.
Oh, this is a good one.
And
This is not
The bro.
All right. We apparently can drink in the car in France, so Deborah didn't want hers, so.
No, I gave it to you all. Give me it back.
Okay, where are we going next?
When we get back.
Oh, it's I haven't put a seatbelt on.
That should be less pumpy.
Hey Max, if you go faster, it smooths it out. This one's occupied.
Okay.
I'll go really fast.
yeah, and
You better.
We stopped at a cathedral. What town?
I don't know.
We stopped at a cathedral in the Champagne region, and it is gorgeous. It's where all the kings used to be crowned.
And after exploring one of the most beautiful and peaceful cathedrals of our entire visit to France, we eventually hop back in the van to begin the journey back to Paris. Welcome to our very last morning here in Paris. We thought we would kick things off with a really quick Airbnb tour, so come on in. This is our bathroom. It's very, very small, but it works. Then we have our kitchen, also very tiny. It makes up for it in the best kind of way. We have our living room. Everything has a very modern, chic kind of vibe here. And we're on the top floor of our building, which means we have some incredible views of the Eiffel Tower. I'll put the link down below, but compared to other places that had incredible views, it really was quite a bit cheaper. Last up is the bedroom. Now, even though it's small, we've had a ton of closet space, which is awesome, fits our suitcases in there, and we can even see the Eiffel Tower from bed, which has been amazing at night watching it twinkle, and it's just been so magical. I would 100% recommend this Airbnb. Plus, it's just a block away from the metro system, which has been super easy to use. Pro tip, if you're coming, just get one of these cards. They're €2 each, and then you can fill them up with day passes, which are about €12 a day, or just pay per ride, which is $2.50 per ride. We had actually planned on going on a tour kind of out of the city to Mont Saint Michael Abbey, and we got to our tour meeting location this morning super early, and then found out that it was canceled for the day. So even though that's kind of a bummer, we're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna visit some stops that we've been wanting to visit this week and didn't really have a chance to because we've been so busy. And we're just gonna enjoy our last day in Paris. We've made a few stops before this one, but our first stop of the day is right here at Montmartre, a newly added addition to the Michelin Guide here in Paris. They were shrimp. We didn't do any talking in there because it was a very quiet and close atmosphere, but that was hands down the best mandu I've ever had. And because the chef spoke Korean and I kind of got chatting with him, he gave us some free ice cream. Now onwards to one of our last stops of our whole trip.
Wow.
I hate to admit this. This is the first crepe of our entire trip. So sad.
This is the place.
It's a cheap spot.
Yeah. It was delicious.
And windy, holy moly.
We had to get a crepe in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Pretty good view.
I'd say. This is the worst part of the day. I don't fit in the elevator.
I gotta press the button, hold on.
Now you gotta watch for the door to close on you.
I can't even turn the camera that far. Alright, here you go.
Better than the ship.
Really? Not bad?
Not bad. Just pull it out. But I used those things the other way, but there you go. Pretty good, isn't it?
Not bad. It tastes like any seafood.
Yeah.